were some of the craziest, roughest trips that I have ever had as a flight attendant. Good afternoon, everyone. I just got to the airport. Today is my first day back on reserve for the month of August, and crew scheduling has already given me a trip. It is a turn, so I will be flying from Dallas to Fort Myers, Florida, and then Fort Myers, Florida, right back to Dallas. As you all can see, we have a storm coming in. Good morning, everyone. So clearly, as you can tell, I am not where I'm supposed to be. Our flight did divert last night. I am in a hotel room in San Antonio, Texas. Long story short, there was a significant storm that came through Dallas yesterday, and it was causing a bunch of delays, including my flights. Because of all of the delays and the storm that was coming through Dallas, we were not able to land in Dallas that night. We had to divert to San Antonio, Texas, and I guess there were like 7 or 8 other airplanes that had to do the same thing. I got to my hotel room at 2:30 in the morning. To be honest with you all, I am feeling pretty exhausted and I am just ready to get home. As of right now, we are just working one flight, and it is from San Antonio back to Dallas. It's actually been a few days since I have talked to you all. I had a few more reserve trips, and to be honest, they were some of the craziest, roughest trips that I have ever had as a flight attendant. It just felt like everything went wrong. I am going to sit down later and talk to you guys about all of the details that happened, but I'm really hungry, so real quick, let's make some lunch. Today for lunch, I am cooking the pork, sausage, and roasted bell pepper pasta from HelloFresh. Eric and I actually have an account with HelloFresh. We purchase their product even when they are not sponsoring me. I have honestly loved every meal that I have cooked with them, and there are so many different options of food that you can do. You can do vegetarian, pescatarian, low calorie. I am so hungry and ready to eat, so let's get cooking. HelloFresh also has really helped me save time by cutting out stressful meal planning and prepping, and I'm able to enjoy my meals in just about 30 minutes and sometimes even 20 minutes with their quick and easy options. Each meal from HelloFresh provides pre-portioned ingredients, which means there's less prep time for you and less wasted food. With HelloFresh, you can skip your trips to the grocery store because you will have everything that you need to make chef-curated meals that are delivered straight to your door. Time for a taste test. Oh my gosh, that is delicious. I'm always blown away with how good the food is. Like, I made this, and I'm not a good cook at all. If you want to have really delicious meals like the one that I just ate, HelloFresh is really hooking all of you guys up today. You can get 14 free meals plus free shipping if you go to HelloFresh.com and use my code 14Julia. Thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's vlog, and now do I have a story to tell you all. Okay, honestly, I don't even know where to begin with this story. I think I'll just start from where I kind of stopped vlogging. So on our flight back from San Antonio, we were significantly delayed because of air traffic control reasons. I don't even remember at this point like exactly what was going on, but we were delayed a really long time that I actually went illegal for a trip that I was assigned the next day. So what that means is in between trips as flight crew, we are required to have a certain amount of rest. I ended up having to be taken off of my original trip, and I was just put back on call so that I was able to get an adequate amount of rest at home base. Now, when I was back on call, I was only supposed to be on call for just that one day. Like, that was the last day that I was on reserve, and then I was supposed to have 2 days off. Now, Dallas ran out of reserve flight attendants because of everything that has been going on. It's just been crazy busy this summer, plus with all of the bad weather that's come in. I ended up getting called that night for an ODAN, and what ODAN stands for is is on duty all night. It's an all-nighter turn, so you fly somewhere overnight and then you fly back first thing in the morning. Now, most red-eye turns, you don't have that sit time or that break in between flights, but ODANs you do. I was working the flight, I don't remember what time it started, but it was from Dallas to Nashville. We were going to land in Nashville at 10:55 p.m. and then our flight the next morning was at 5:30 a.m. I was like, okay, cool, like I'm being flown into my day off, which is kind of a bummer, but I do get a little bit of rest at the hotel tonight, and I did have the option to call crew scheduling and get an additional day off. All is fine and dandy. We work the flight to Nashville, and then I get to the hotel and none of the crew members' keys work first round to get into our rooms. No one's keys work. We all go back downstairs, get our new keys, and then everyone else's key now works but mine. I'm already tired and I'm just like, oh my gosh, okay, gotta go back downstairs, get a new key, or he, I don't know, did something with mine. I go back upstairs and my key is still not working. I ended up having to go back downstairs again, and this time they brought a maintenance person up with me to try to open the door. He couldn't get it to open, so they were doing some sort of battery thing. I'm not even sure what was going on, but then he gets the door open and all of a sudden we hear someone say, hey. I'm just like, oh my gosh, this was someone's room. This isn't my room. Like, I could have walked in on someone sleeping. How awkward and weird and scary would that have been? So anyways, I ended up getting a new room, and maintenance walked me all the way to that new room and made sure that that door would open and that no one else was in there but me. And so finally, I think it was around 1 in the morning, I finally got to my room and was able to sleep for about 3 hours because our pickup was at 4:30 in the morning. I take basically a quick nap and then I work the flight back. Thankfully, everything was fine with that, and I was back even though I was exhausted. I had a bit of a mental breakdown. Now that I've slept and had a day off, I'm feeling much better. Sometimes these things can happen when you're a flight attendant. Your schedule changes a lot. You deal obviously with delays, cancellations, and hotel room problems, which for whatever reason, every single one of those things happened to me this week, but it is all behind me and I am going to rest and relax the rest of today. I am feeling much more like my positive and happy self, and tomorrow is a new day. My workout was awesome today, but I am actually about to head to the airport because I'm flying to Philadelphia. I originally was just going to stay here in Texas because I don't have a lot of time in between my reserve assignments, but after this crazy week that I've had, I just really need to see Eric and Luna. I just like really need to be with them. I'm wearing my uniform to fly there because if I know of my next reserve assignment well ahead of time, then I plan on just commuting back from Philly to Dallas and working whatever trip I get. I only have about another day off, but it is always worth it to go see your loved ones. I'm about to head to the airport and I will see you guys either there or in Philly.
Wanna be free of this heart, yeah. Wanna feel your arms around me. I need you more, need you here, more than I would like to admit.
Luna. You got my pillow. You got my pillow. Thanks, Luna. Good morning, everyone. So Eric and I just got back from the gym and he made us some breakfast. We have egg and egg whites and some multi-grain toast. I might have to leave tonight, but I'm hoping I can push it until tomorrow morning, depending on the reserve assignment I get. But even if I do have to leave tonight, it's definitely been worth it to be out here, even just for a day. Luna, That is my work sweater. Are you gonna help me get ready for work later? Does anyone else's dogs just always steal all of their clothes and carry it around with them? Because that's what Luna does. She's living up to her name as a retriever. Tell me what books you all are currently reading. I just finished a series. Part 1 is called A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and part 2 is called Good Girl, Bad Blood. I did really like that series. The author does have a 3rd book coming out, I think by the end of September. That's called As Good as Dead, so I'm super excited about that. And then last night on my flight, I did start reading a new book. I started reading The Grace Year, and let me tell you, this is giving me both Hunger Games and The Handmaid's Tale vibes. It is so good so far. It is such a beautiful day out, so I think I'm going to shower, and then in a little bit, I'll take this crazy girl out for some frisbee time. Luna, you look silly right now. Oh my gosh, Luna girl, you have destroyed this frisbee. I think it's about time that we get you a new one. But first, let's go play outside with it.
Hold you tight, call you mine, think about you every time. I remember that it's over. Yeah, you never break.
I did mention it on Instagram, but I forgot to tell all of you on YouTube that I'm going to Europe in 3 days. I'm actually going by myself because unfortunately the same week that I'm going, Eric has, I think it's like a business meeting or a convention in Boston, Massachusetts that he cannot miss. I'm going to a very small country in Eastern Europe. I am actually going to this destination because my college coach from DU Gymnastics is getting married, and that is where he is from. I wonder if any of you will be able to guess where I'm going. It's not one of the big places that you think of when you think of Europe. It's not Paris or Rome. To be honest, I am so excited and also so nervous to go. This will be the longest and farthest place away that I have ever traveled by myself. But as always, I am up for the adventure, and I truly think this is going to be a trip of a lifetime. This isn't a destination that I would just normally go to. It's very unique, and I think that is why I am so just excited to go there and bring you all with me. Luna, it's hot. Let's go inside. Get your toy. Luna, get your toy. Luna, come on. Listen to me. Luna, get your toy. Come on, let's go. We're going inside. There you go. Let's go. For lunch, I am eating my leftover pasta from HelloFresh. I'm planning some really fun Europe vlogs, so make sure that you all stay tuned for that. And also don't forget to click the link in my description box below so you can go to HelloFresh.com and use my code 14Julia for 14 free meals across your first 5 HelloFresh boxes, and that also includes free shipping. I am so excited for these next few weeks. Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. That really helps the analytics of not only this video, but my entire channel as well. I hope you all are having a great week, and I'll see you next time.